It's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. During the next 2 hours, our experts will help you with your gardening questions when you call 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. Or come by Milberger's during the show and have your question answered in person. And now it's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
And welcome to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer on a beautiful October day. It's Milton Glueck along with Dr. Calvin Finch, Mark Peterson.
Someplace.
We'll find him.
I know where he is. He's at the coffee pot.
Oh, okay. And David Rodriguez is here. He just finished up his presentation.
Where is he?
He's in the pot. No, never mind. All right. But we encourage you to come by or call. Our phone number is 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. Or you can come by. We're at 1604 in Bulverde Road. So, Calvin, you want to give the breaking news? I know there used to be 3 tables of those things, of those plants out there, and you bought, I think, a table full?
The cyclamen are unbelievable.
The cyclamen are here.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
It's my job.
White.
Sorry, go ahead.
The white, the white, pink, red, and my favorite purple. So I couldn't resist, and got a bunch. And then I also, to go along with it, because with the heat, my moss roses that I have in a lot of small containers have declined pretty much. So I went ahead and got the violas and pansies to replace them. They really look good too. A lot of choices, and they're on sale now.
The pansies are.
Yeah, the pansies are on. Yeah, they're in that $4 for $5 category, and so are the violas. A lot of colors, different colors. Now, the cyclamen is not on sale, so if your mortgage is low, you want to get a second mortgage.
They could be a little expensive. They're sure beautiful, though.
Oh, gosh, and the thing about them is that they're in spectacular bloom right now, and they'll be in spectacular bloom right up until the warm weather comes to April. And you do have to watch for some extremely cold weather. If it goes below 28 degrees, you want to cover them. At least cover them with a piece of fabric, and that works pretty well. I've done that for a lot of years.
Yeah, you've said that makes a big difference. All right, David Rodriguez just finished, and that's the cool thing. Did you hear us talking about you?
Last week.
Oh, good.
Locked door.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And the train was making noise.
Okay. Phew, that was close. I was worried.
I was looking at these plants underneath. This is a nice plant. Copper Canyon daisy. Mm-hmm. Is one of the best deer-resistant perennials out there.
That's right.
And it really is deer-resistant. But they have a unique fragrance to it. Are you putting them here for a reason?
Stinky, sticky, fuzzy.
But that's a good plant, Copper Canyon daisy. So, so we're here at the beautiful Milberger's Landscape Nursery, 1604.
Now, how can you pick those ugly things over all the beautiful?
But it's deer-resistant, Calvin.
Oh. Well, antennas are deer-resistant.
When it blooms, it's kind of pretty.
Did you receive a lot of questions in that regards?
No, I was just wondering why you put them here to see if they were not deer-resistant, maybe David-resistant.
Yeah, maybe so.
Resist David.
We are clueless sometimes.
Let me brag on you a little bit. You finished about what time did you?
11:30.
No, okay, 11:30.
Yeah, and then I had questions.
I was going to say, because David always sticks around, answers questions, so about a half hour of doing that, which is great. It really helps people.
You know what, Milton, I always tell him, we want to get these questions focus as best as possible on the topic. Mm-hmm. But y'all don't attack me at the end. Let's all learn together.
Oh, okay.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy here. So that's how we normally do it. So we all learn.
Yep.
Review and learn together. So it went well.
Oh, yeah, cool. What kind of Was there a question that like you knew was going to come up, and what was it, and what was the answer?
It was kind of a review of some of the things. The biggest thing is that feels nice and cool right now,
doesn't it?
So right now is October, November is a good prime time to get any of the root crops planted, carrots and others. I know inside they have some Nantes and Denvers from good carrots and others, radish, beets. For Calvin, of course, I don't know. They have rutabaga seeds in there.
They did.
Oh well, and the rutabagas.
He bought them all.
They're up and growing.
In your
along
house?
with the radishes and the sweet peas, English peas are growing.
Yeah, so a lot of going on.
But you know the carrots, the lettuce, and some of the beets are coming up.
Okay, so we talked about seeds, transplants.
Yeah.
Crawford.
Yeah.
Milberger's Landscape Nursery has Crawford reseeding lettuce.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, we had some questions about that.
I think
we did. You're one of your attendees.
I want to say they're $4. I think a very nominal fee. They're big packages, and there's a lot of seed.
They're tiny seeds.
But they have a lot of the. They still have a lot of the chaff, right? So you just kind of spread them out like a mold. So it's fun. So.
Oh, and true or false? I should cover them with soil.
No, they need light.
See?
On a very, very moist soil.
It's a trick question.
On a moist soil.
Yeah, so the moisture can kind of bring them down.
Okay.
Then the light.
Don't do it, Milton. Just put them on the surface.
Okay. What if I do half?
Yeah, do a check and a control.
Okay.
See how
that's
works.
Good. Then you can have half not growing. If that's what you want to accomplish.
Check, right.
Man, okay.
So we really also stress nutrition. Like any edible crop, leaves, healthy, vigorous, vibrant, green leaves. And then, of course, we cover the BT spinosad with the caterpillars.
Did they ask you about one of the, we emphasize the need for nitrogen for all those vegetable greens.
Yes.
And folks, what was their idea of what kind of fertilization? Did they ask you those questions?
Well, I give them two options. If you want to use organic, natural, and Milberger's has both of them here. If you want to use a winterized, or you want to use a 1959, if you have any left over from April from the lawn. Any of those are good. The main thing I was stressing is the amount that you need to use is pre-plant. Organic, you got to kick it up a little bit more.
Yeah, and
poundage, and then water. I really like the water soluble for the first 3 weeks till everything gets going.
Good idea. That's a real good idea because
water soluble.
All those the organic fertilizers are wonderful if you've got enough time to have the nitrogen breakdown.
But nitrogen's the key, and I've been using this phrase, and it's an old extension thing. Is when y'all go to the doctor, what do you do a week before, Mark Peterson?
You start cleaning up your act.
No, you take lab work. You pee in the jar, and you take blood work.
Not Mark.
So I say, have y'all done Halloween vampires? I'm trying to go back as a baseline for blood work of the soil and have a routine soil analysis done. Because, Calvin, I've been getting so many back on high middle number phosphorus.
Yeah.
I mean, elevated, super.
And you get weird leaf distortions.
So we need to maybe go as a baseline just to see where we're at and maybe adjust to maybe back to just nitrogen, very little middle, and very little potassium, right? NPK. So we cover that as well. So
I do have a question.
You heard that before? Blood work of the soil.
Yeah. I haven't heard that before.
No. That's a new one.
I've heard the week before the doctor visit. You get blood. You do this.
Blood is good fertilizer.
Yeah, blood meal, bone meal.
And it happened to Calvin, and it happened to a few other people, because I love green beans, I like growing from seed.
Yes.
But I didn't grow any this year. But Calvin had a problem with his green beans. Have you heard anything about green beans being a problem?
Mine didn't germinate at all so far.
What? When did you plant them?
Yeah.
I planted them the same time I planted everything else, the radishes, the rutabagas.
About first week in September, second week.
Really?
Did you do your blood soil work?
The seeds are not.
I just can't imagine green bean seeds being too old, but I
Do you
suppose
still
it
have
could
any? Do you have, they were pretty old then?
Yeah, they could have been.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were.
Oh, okay.
But the Mark and I were speculating about what kind of a impact the heat had on green beans, and we just can't imagine that green beans would be affected.
But green beans, even if it's the heat and you water them to come up, then the heat would take them out. But the heat shouldn't be an issue to bring them up.
Yeah, that was the issue. Calvin's, they didn't even germinate.
Yeah, so maybe
not a one. That's the strangest thing.
So maybe just the age of the seed. So what are they,
Or
20 years old, Calvin? Or
How old am I? 78.
And that's about how old the seeds were.
Maybe the seeds. You still have some left. Put them on the paper towel and see what germinates.
Now you know what we did too, David, is we put out the word for anybody that did have good luck getting the green beans to germinate, give us a call.
Okay.
But nobody called.
There's been crickets.
But it is strange when you get English peas.
Yeah, if all that came up, I would speculate.
And beets and radishes germinating before green beans.
And that's our time to do it, and that's what we recommend, and everything else came up.
But if you have any left that's in your 20-year-old bean package, do the germination test just for curiosity. That's what I would do, just for curiosity.
Might have to.
Of course, I'm
only planting green beans because they're Mark's favorite.
I love those French fillet ones.
Yeah, why would you plant green beans when you got English peas and
you showed me that.
Well, I like throw that last one in. Right?
Calvin showed me that packet. Those were the Y2K green beans.
25 years old.
This is a joke. I don't get it.
He's a little 25. Old. Well, you always give Milton homework assignments or job assignments.
Yeah.
Calvin should do it, and then we'll see next weekend how they germinate, right?
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm just thinking the package may have been from Reno, Nevada, so it may have been irradiated.
Yeah.
Well, we certainly did put it in the overnight in the water. So.
There we go.
Okay. Huh. Well, David,
we could do the test.
So the nursery is very beautiful.
Yeah,
I like to get here a little early, walk around. Folks,
now, I saw you admiring those fall asters.
Oh, yeah,
they're spectacular.
Oh, I love the.
Yeah.
So what do we call them? Hardy aster, San Antonio aster, Fricardi aster.
I just call them fall asters.
Fall asters. There's so many good names, right? Old names, right? That's a good name.
I just go fall.
Softly. How long? So, sun for the fall asters and stuff?
Sun or morning sun, either way. More sun,
either
more
way.
blooms.
But Milton, the deer also eat them.
Oh,
so if you got,
that's why I need those Copper Canyon daisies.
Yeah. Put them in front. So
mint marigolds work really well.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
And the deer don't eat those.
Beautiful fall color.
Talk a little bit, and I want to make sure we've covered everything, but we can. But
I think we did.
But about the extension service and what's happening.
Well, our new facility off of Walters and 35 across Fort Sam on the other side of 35.
That's a big
it's
difference.
Looking beautiful.
So you finally?
Well, we're not in yet.
Okay.
They're doing the punch outs.
All right.
Building.
Cool.
The beds are finished. They're looking at the traditional row planning area.
Bunk beds?
No, traditional row planning. We got 2 greenhouses.
Yeah.
The building is 2.5 times the Cherry Ridge site.
How are you?
It's nice.
Oh,
but we moved probably December, January. I think we're moving.
Okay, but boy, it's a different part of the world you're in. But it's a nice part of the world.
Well, Commissioner Calvert has been the champion of 12 years on this.
I was going to say
the county.
I was going to say 10 years, and I wasn't joking.
Yeah, it's the county, and Commissioner Calvert's been the champion, and we're almost there.
Okay,
almost there.
That's going to be great.
How are you dealing with the fact that you're not there on schedule for your current building? They've been tolerating a delay.
We're off of Tradeway near Broadway and 410, where the TDA office is across the street. So we're there temporary.
You're no longer in Cherry?
No, Cherry Ridge is closed down. It's gone.
Okay. Wow.
That's a long time there, dude. That's closed. And the off of Parambato is a county small business minority building office. Very nice.
Yeah.
And Renee Watson is hosting for the fall Bexar County Master Garden class. So we're doing that there. I didn't want to.
You're kind of scattered until you
Until
all
we get
consolidate.
Yeah.
And where again on these sides?
So 35 where Walters is.
Okay.
We're close to the Spurs of the old Coliseum.
Yes.
Across as Fort Sam entrance.
Okay.
And then we're over the bridge to the right between the railroad tracks.
So you're on the south side or the north side of 35?
South side.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just want to make sure.
But it's looking good. 10 acres.
Good. Wow.
10 acres?
But the building, greenhouses and beds are taking up a good chunk of it. But once we get established, then we start. 3 to 5 years it should take us to get where we need to be, I think. So.
And you mentioned the master.
It's going to be nice. I'm excited.
5 to 10 years. At your age, you may not make that, David.
I'll eat my kale.
There you go.
We'll be
now it's time to plant. Is that right?
I'll eat my kale.
Time to plant that kale.
Oh, yeah. We talked about that, too.
A small memorial.
Yeah.
The David Rodriguez Memorial Gardens.
Hey, I'm still alive, dude. I was talking to the group here, the Brussels sprouts and kale years ago. Nobody would like.
Yeah.
But those are the most popular right now.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, Brussels. And we're talking about Ashley spinach. Y'all have Ashley spinach here. That is true Ashley spinach, which is a good semi-Savoy. And then y'all are awesome with strawberries now.
Yeah,
strawberries too.
Yeah, you're taking my thunder. Yes. I was going to mention that here.
Strawberries, they look good.
They look really
what
good.
What variety do we have?
I didn't check, but
I
was just impressed by the quality of the plant.
They look
size
very nice. Larry and I have decided. We did a lot of work on strawberry trials, the variety, this and that. We're telling folks.
Tell everybody who Larry is.
Dr. Larry Stein, Professor Larry Stein. Fruit nut specialist for A&M Extension. We decided that if you can find, like today, this weekend, fresh, beautiful, nice, healthy transplants of strawberries, just buy them and plant them. So we're not doing the variety anymore.
Oh, just
because of too many issues.
It's every year it's a different.
It was kind of like this tomato thing, right? But tomatoes are more popular, like Celebrity or Tycoon, right?
Yeah.
But this is true Ashley spinach, FYI. So these spinach look awesome. So
now you brought up the tomato issue. Can I ask you another
what the rodeo tomato is going to be?
Yeah. Do we have the structure still in place?
Yes. So the grower out of Schulenburg, Royce Hudej, they're Czech. So it's Chudej. Royce and his sons are doing an excellent job trying to take market to get us where we need to be. He's growing a lot of the good varieties. He's the one that got this Ashley spinach.
Oh, good.
And that's good. So he wants to try to focus on our market going to Austin, that area, Hill Country. And so, yes, he has the seeds. We will have a rodeo tomato. And I'll tell you what the rodeo tomato is.
Don't tell me. I don't want to tell you.
I'll give you the name. 2026 rodeo tomato. But it will be coming.
Cool.
Yeah,
I have a heartbreaking tomato story. My one tomato, which only has 2 little tomatoes on it. They're golf ball size.
Well, 2's better than none.
I know. Well, the 968's gone crazy.
Oh yeah, that's a champion,
man.
So it's
Milton proof.
He was a part of getting that tomato back.
Oh, is that right? Cool.
He went straight to the BHN guys.
Yeah.
It's Beefmaster, Homestead, and N is the Brazilian breeder. He went straight to him, and he got the seed.
That's great because
thank you.
Yes, he made it happen.
That's wonderful because there's not. I can't think of many people that don't like that.
Yes.
But my other one, which I think is, it can't be Roma. Anyway, I've forgotten what it is. Unfortunately, it was in the cage, and we were just happy watering it, and then the limb broke. So with a 2 on it,
it broke because of the overweight of 2 tomatoes.
Yeah, I know. It's not
tomatoes.
good, is it? No. Why is he looking that way?
But Ruby Crush is still a good one.
Yeah.
Too, if you can find Ruby Crush.
Well, the Ruby Crush got behind the BHN 968, but it's with this little bit of cool weather we got.
Oh yeah.
The foliage got thicker and started setting fruit. And now it's moved ahead again
There we go.
of
Ruby
the
Crush.
BHN 968.
So was a tomato outside the cage?
It was, yes, and it was leaning on the...
Okay, so what we do at the children's garden, Milton,
Yes, what?
we get old HEB bags and we make streamers and cut them.
Yeah.
We tie it to the cage and we lift it up. So the top heaviness of those two fruit wouldn't have snapped it. So next year you're going to have twice as much and you need to tie them, okay?
Okay, thank you.
I think
you
we
know,
get him a special
this
place?
is going to be another issue. He'll tie those up and break them with the...
Yeah.
Milton.
It was just sad. I was happily watching them and happily...
But you did twice as good, twice as many as last year. So
yeah, pretty much.
that's a
But again, the 968, I probably
it's a champion, man.
have 20 now.
It's a champion.
Yeah.
And you're going to have more like Calvin was saying.
Oh,
with these
gosh.
cooler.
Calvin used to bring... Did you bring those or the Roma in these big buckets?
Oh,
They just plopped them on here.
Ruby Crush.
Yeah.
It was the Ruby Crush.
Crush.
Rush before
968.
anyone else.
You know, that 968 is a champion. I'm glad Royce Huge brought him back. And we tell the kids at the children's garden, hey, didn't y'all pick all these? We did, but they grow in 2-3 days. It just
Wow.
They're just prolific. That's a champion tomato.
Well, those are both. It's wonderful if you can grow both 968
And Ruby Crush and do a
because
comparison,
They have such. They both taste great,
Yeah.
but they have a different taste.
That's correct.
A
That's
different
correct.
texture too.
That's correct.
It's cool.
So there
Very
we go,
cool.
Calvin.
We're up against a break.
Thank you, Milton.
But no, anything else you need to mention?
Thank you for all
Master
y'all do.
gardeners?
And the nursery
Sure.
folks is looking awesome. Fall is for planting
Yeah.
and more. So there's a lot. Right now it's prime time.
What?
Mini spring. A lot to do right now. So
Okay.
come on by.
What's your feeling about the cyclamen and the pansies? Is it? Are you
They look very
early?
pretty.
Yeah.
They look
what
very
about
pretty.
planting them now?
I would. Yeah.
I'm with you.
For as pretty as they are.
Yeah.
It used to be Columbus Day. But this week
even
doesn't.
the first?
It doesn't feel like Columbus Day
No.
this week, right? So I think it's ready.
I'm with you.
So count them right now. Send me Calvin takes today, okay? Thank
All
you,
right.
guys.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take an HEB bag and put it right over the tomatoes, right? What?
No.
I know. All right. Thank you, David.
Thank you, guys. All right.
Did you have another question? I'm sorry.
No, I was just wondered how David knew that I bought a ton of them this morning.
Oh,
I looked at them.
'Cause they're here.
Very beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
they are great. They're hard to pack.
Yeah. You
And
know,
the
they're a
pan-
little bit on the
and the-
pricey side, but it's worth trying a few because they're really worth.
But
they're really worth.
you
them.
know, we have a special program here at Millburgers so that people can get a second mortgage on their house.
Right to Rocket.
No, but they're worth the color you get from them,
yeah.
Oh,
and then the red and white going into the Christmas season. It's beautiful.
Yes, that's
but
what I do.
Yeah,
I've
there you go.
converted to
Well, they
just
use them
all
downtown.
purple.
Purple's nice. Purple.
Yeah.
You see them downtown. You see
Yeah.
them on Houston. They put them in the...
The river horticulturalist
Yeah.
James Hubert gets so many and
Yep.
plants them by the thousands.
They
Literally.
look gorgeous.
Yeah, literally. So.
Yeah.
Well,
You
and
know.
the Primulus will be here soon too. That's another wonderful
Yeah,
one.
that's silhouette colors, crayon colors
Yeah,
are pretty,
gosh.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Thank you, guys.
And the
Thank you, David.
blues.
All right, we got to take up a quick break. Thank you, sir. And we will be back in a moment. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. Back in a moment with more of Millburgers Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Millburgers Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. 210-308-8867. What's going on in your yard? What's growing? What do you need help with? Like I needed help with my tomatoes. My poor tomatoes.
Well, do you want to? Did you notice what the article was today, Milton?
I did not. What's the article? Tomatoes?
No.
Or
it's
Milton needs
shade
help.
trees.
Shade trees.
Yeah, living in the shade, picking the right
Oh,
tree that
okay.
can help you beat the heat of summer in Texas. Mark and I
Cool,
kind of
talk about
conferred
it.
on this,
Okay.
and
Yeah, Mark knows a few things.
we talked about the recommended varieties, and also just about some of that issue about the digging the hole yourself and before you buy the tree, so that you don't end up with a hole that's too small for the tree that you end up buying.
Calvin mentioned about distances from buildings,
Good.
which is a big pet peeve of mine. So he mentioned that 20, 30 is better. I went, whoa, okay. 20 is a good, 15 to 20. is the minimum.
Well, and you know, just all you have to do is inventory the contacts we get from our listeners about the issue. You know, I've got that tree rubbing on the roof. Is that a problem?
No.
That's the major issue, or leaves in the gutter,
or if it's a pecan or almost any species, hackberries. This year, branches falling on the roof. Mesquite, welcome to the club. Everything is breaking in this heat and erratic rainfall.
Yeah, erratic. There's the best way to say it. Erratic rainfall. It's not coming down when it's supposed to.
Yeah. October normally is a rainy month, isn't it?
Rainier, relative. Yeah.
Well, Mark reminded us. I think what was it last month, Mark, when we had the same average amount for the month, but it all came on one day.
Yeah, that was in August. That was hilarious. As I went back and read it. It's on the backside of the sports page, and I read it one day and I went, "What? 3.3 inches for August?" And I went, "No." Then I went back and looked. Well, yeah, that was on August 31st.
Yeah, all of it.
Hey, hang on to that. We're going to talk about your article more in a minute, but we want to help Sandy out at 210-308-8867. Hey, Sandy, welcome to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. How can we help you?
I guess it's lace bugs that get the lantana. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Well, they've had a field day, and I didn't spray it, and then they had another field day and another field after that, and it just looks like it's crunchy now. Can I cut it back now, or will that make it not come back next year?
What was it?
It was lantana that was in...
And it was gold. It was gold lantana.
And it had lace bugs, several infestations of that lace bug. She was wanting to know, should she cut it back?
You know what? Let's see. When is this? This is middle of October.
Yeah.
Well, we usually cut it. We usually just trim 3 or 4 inches. But I guess what do we have? A month and a half left.
It's up to you.
It looks so bad. It just looks like it's been burned up because of the lace bugs.
Absolutely.
It won't hurt the plant in the long run.
No. So yeah, for aesthetic reasons, go ahead and cut it back.
Okay.
And it probably won't come back this year. I may have some little greens.
Well, that's okay, just as long as it comes back next year in the spring.
It will.
Okay.
So here's the good thing.
All right.
Lace bugs, infestations of lantana are cyclical. So you may not ever see a lace bug for another couple of years, and then you'll see them again.
Yeah. Well, I've been unlucky. I've had them, and if I don't stay them with spinosad, then
this year you've really been unlucky because you're almost the only one I've heard.
Really?
Yes. And I just want to confirm that again. It's been a light year.
And I even had it in a pot. One, these are all in the ground, but there was one in the pot, and it even got the one in the pot that was probably about 50 feet from it.
Huh.
Wow.
So I'm sorry. I am.
Well, so the newer stuff is spinosad soap.
Yeah.
Horticultural soap with spinosad. That's kind of the new, very popular spray. So.
But now that only gets it when it lands on them. Is that correct, or does it go into the stem?
No. It is contact. It's contact only.
Okay.
If you want a systemic, you're going to have to look at something called Merit.
Okay.
M-E-R-I-T.
And then some of us hesitate because those systemics, we're not exactly sure how they affect the butterflies.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I'll stick to the spinosad.
Yeah. So of the two, I would do the spinosad.
Okay, thanks a lot. Appreciate your show.
Bye.
Sure, thank you, Sandy, for calling. You take care. All right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. And come on by Milberger's. I think you got the biggest mum here. Those mums on there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we were
You had the biggest mum? That's not nice to say.
Womp womp.
Okay, so
talking
going
about
back
Calvin's
to the,
article.
And yeah, he did some great items there about size of the hole and water. Now he did go a little light on the watering. I would increase the frequency for the first couple of months, and then twice a month. Well, he goes once a week thereafter, so maybe he's making up for that. And I say after 3 months, I go twice a month.
And then?
For the next 18 months.
Okay, wow.
Well, see, I've increased that just because of weird weather that we've had.
It's hard to believe that he worked for the sanitary water system.
I know. It was with great hesitation.
Oh. Okay. So for about 18 months, and you're doing that because of the
during the growing season, we're just not seeing the regular rainfall that we would. Even though it's sparse, it's usually been on a regular basis, and we're just not seeing that. So I would increase the number of waterings after the establishment period to 2 growing seasons.
But you do have to, if we continue to be in drought restrictions, if it's not a drip irrigation system, you are limited to that 1 day a week. So that'll be a complication. You'll have to do a hand watering.
Yeah, it's hand watering. I always think hand watering is the best.
Now that's not too bad on a relatively small tree.
That's right. Yeah. So I'm thinking, I always encourage people to do a smaller tree because, as I've mentioned before, they've done tests for the last 50, 60 years. And they'd plant a small tree and a larger tree, and which one would grow more over a 5-year period? Always a small tree.
I've had the same experience.
Does it surpass the bigger tree?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, because it takes the bigger tree a longer time to adjust.
Okay.
And reestablish their root system, whereas a smaller tree can reestablish a shorter period of time and then create a bigger one. And a bigger root system helps with a taller top, produce more leaves produce more food, and so on and so forth.
Gotcha. Okay, interesting stuff. And so that's today. Calvin talks about this in the paper.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the article, and you'll find that in the Express News or the Austin Statesman, and there we go. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. Yes, sir.
Well, you know what else is time to do if you get your wildflower seeds down. If you a lot of us with this erratic rainfall we've had, you've got a lot of bare soil out there.
Yeah.
And relatively easy to get the seed into soil contact, which is the essential part of planting the wildflower seed. And we've got, of course, the nurseries, including Milberger's, they quite often will offer small seed packets, both of mixes and of your favorite variety, like the bluebonnets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we've also got at least 3 internet retailers that are wonderful to deal with. They've got a great choice. They get you good seed and get it to you quickly. Let's see, what do we have? We'll have
Douglas. East to west, or west to east. We got Native American Seed and Junction, Wildflower Farms, and
Wild Seed Farms.
There we go. What did I say? Yeah, that one too. And then Douglas King here in town.
Okay.
So lots of choices, and some of those that we've had. Milton and I did an experiment a couple of years ago with the pollinator, I guess, the pollinator mix and the butterfly mix, and gosh, it was. I had a gardener that wrote about the fire wheel, Milton, and she said she planted it too, and she thought it was a invasive.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And as far as I know, it's native, but it is pretty aggressive.
Over the years, it tends to become more and more, or a higher percentage of all your wildflowers that you have in this area.
Oh, okay.
You know, the one that I have the best luck with is the Coreopsis, and that one I welcome because it fits in and doesn't take over, and it's one of the favorite seed sources of my lesser goldfinches.
Yeah.
If you got sunflowers, in fact, I think my next article is about this. But if you have Coreopsis and annual sunflower seeds, you're going to have lesser goldfinches, and they're fun to have. They're spectacular to look at, and are really interesting and run around in small flocks.
I find in the Coreopsis and maybe in the annual sunflower as well, they'll have a lot of flowers and then they'll go away, and then they'll have another bunch of wildflowers and then they'll go away. But I kind of enjoy that, knowing that they're going to keep reblooming, and they do bloom for a long period of time.
Well, then
relatively long period of time,
and you can leave them standing like the annual sunflowers, and they serve as a source of seed for long after the blooms have lost their color. So if you do want to pull them, in fact, every year I do this. I pull the plants that still have some seeds on them and put them where the bed where I want the bed next year. Because with annual sunflowers, you could have them take over the whole yard if you let them. But if you want to, relatively easy to just limit them to a bed around the landscape. A 10 by 10 or 20 by 20. Lots of seed, provides lots of seed for the cardinals and for the goldfinches, and relatively attractive. Doesn't take over the whole landscape.
Let's take a quick break. While we do, give us a call and tell us what's going on in your garden. What's doing great? What's doing poorly that you need help with? And maybe what's even a surprise. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. More of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 on Bulverde Road. Mark Peterson, Dr. Calvin Finch, I'm Milton Glueck, and this is 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. We're live at Milberger's at 1604 and Bulverde Road, where Nancy is on the line. I got a question about something going on with her peony and Christmas cactus roots. Hi, Nancy. Welcome to Milberger's Gardening South Texas. What's going on?
Oh, I have the story to tell you. My snails are four-legged raccoon that is eating my peony and digging in the pot. I don't know what's left. Now, the root is there, but he's still back there digging in the pot. The other question, I thought you might get a laugh out of that, snails versus a raccoon. Yeah. The other is, if the Christmas cactus, because it's not blooming, do those roots need to be slightly uncovered? Like, I think iris is in the same boat. They have to have the root showing to bloom.
I guess my first question is, if you leave a raccoon a beer, will that work like the snails?
No, just the opposite, in fact.
Okay, never mind. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Calvin.
No, I would just think I've got the problem with, I've got a surprising large production of pecans.
Okay.
Which I didn't expect, and the squirrels are doing the same thing that the raccoons are doing, digging in the containers. Except they're into my pentas; they're pulling them out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So I'm with you on that. Those mammals replacing the slugs and snails.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I don't think that has to be uncovered like that.
No,
I'm going back to my mother Peterson, and she had one that I gave her, and it lasted like 34 years, and very minimal care.
Now this is one iris. How many irises have you grown?
No, this is a Christmas cactus.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So the Christmas cactus root does not have to be bare, but the iris root does to produce flowers.
I've never had that experience.
Yeah, it's just like,
it just doesn't.
Really?
It can't be too deep. Right on the surfaces. In fact, I just did a question and answer column, and that came up, and people find it hard just to let the rhizomes be up on the surface.
Exactly. Or they'll go, oh, I got to put a little compost or mulch on it. No, not really. You can let them be bare.
But you're definitely right. If you have some that are bare, they seem to do fine. But it's not necessary. You just don't want them deep.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Have a good day.
You too. Thanks.
Keep up with that sluggo for those.
Oh yeah, watch out for those four-legged slugs. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. Yeah. Don't give a raccoon a beer. Is that the?
No.
Okay.
No. They start thinking. No, they start thinking they're bigger than they are.
Oh, okay. Okay, but snails,
Well, the
snails, we want them to die.
The beer traps work really well for slugs and snails. Yeah. Doesn't even have to be expensive beer.
No, I thought you're right. You suggested to someone, I think last week, was they weren't sure if it was snails or not that were eating. I mean, so you said just put out the beer trap.
Well,
if snails, they're dying.
Wasn't it Sandy? Wasn't it the last caller?
No, that was Nancy.
A couple weeks ago?
Oh, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, anywho. All right. 210-308-8867. What else is going on in the gardening world, gentlemen?
Well, let's see. We talked about wildflowers.
Yes.
And
what's your speculation on the seed situation, like the carrots and the lettuce and all, Mark? Do you think 2 weeks it should be germinating or?
Oh, yeah. So what we kind of decided was we'd like to get our seeds in within a couple of weeks after September 1st. And
except they haven't.
Yeah. So, but if you haven't got anything going up, yeah, you can still do it.
I'm going to.
The weather is such that
I think I'm going to reseed carrots and beets. And
you're doing your peas on successive plantings, right? Successive plantings.
Yeah, surprisingly, the peas are doing surprisingly well. But of course, you're right. I always hold my breath on them because they don't like the heat and they don't like the cold, and so they get pretty ornery.
Yeah.
Independent, kind of like the monarch butterflies. But. Monica had a big
so I was down there. Milton drove by.
Yeah, now Monica is sort of the spokesperson, one of the spokespeople. She's not.
She had a article go in the.
Okay. I thought you were talking about Pollinator Fest.
So the Pollinator
Social
Festival
network,
was today. Yeah. So that was very nice. They expanded it. That was like triple the size in past events. So a lot of people there. Saw a lot of people there. Saw my old coworkers that saw us.
Oh, cool.
Talked with Garden Spaces or Green Spaces Alliance people. I need to have a site set up for one of my Go Gardening videos.
Well, who's in charge of the Green Spaces now?
Several. It's a triumvirate of people. One of them's Grace, and I knew her, so I talked with her because she's working on it. But they have somebody for adult. I can't remember all their titles. And then there's somebody in charge of the Oaks on Judson. They have like a little park. They do little tours of how little forests and water It's all connected with Forest and Water. And it's on Saturdays, usually have. And
okay.
I'm mumbling because I'm stalling for time trying to remember the name, but I can't remember the name.
Do you need to tell people what Green Spaces Alliance is?
Green Spaces Alliance is a body that coordinates a lot of the community gardens in town. They also advance various trying to save various pieces of important landscape in town as well. And this one on Judson Road, which was very, very important. Mm-hmm. So they have a lot of educational duties as well.
Okay.
And frankly, I don't know everything they do. So I would encourage everyone to go Google Green Spaces Alliance and look at their website to see everything that they do.
There you go. Okay.
Did I do that? Did I get out of that successfully?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, but you were talking about Green Spaces Alliance at the Pollinator Fest.
At the Pollinator Fest, I saw a lot of the gardening volunteers of South Texas, the Men's Garden Club, talked with them for a while. Bare Branches Alliance, which I'm associated with, talked with them for a while. Here's the best story.
Oh, yes.
So I'm walking in, and everybody's waving to me, and I'm all waving back, happy. Oh, hi, who are you? I don't know, hi. And then I realized that Mayor Jones was in front of me. And
so they may not have been waving at Mark.
In other words, in front of Mayor Jones?
Huh?
Who was in front?
No, she was in front of me. I was wondering why everybody was waving at me.
The mayor.
The mayor.
Oh, okay.
And so I suddenly realized they were all waving at the mayor.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah. But I told Mark he should have, said, don't worry, Mayor, someday they'll be waving at you too.
Yeah,
but
thank you.
Well, that's not too far from from wrong, because she's trying to mobilize some support for a lot of issues.
But they were probably waving at both of you. Does that make you feel better?
Maybe they're more and she gave me a fist bump later on.
All right.
She sort of knows who I am. So
okay. That's exciting. Yep. So what time does it end? I think it's
2. I asked it 2.
Okay.
Some people wanted to end sooner, but 2 is the date. Okay. So 9 to 2. The third Saturday of October, I believe, is they're kind of finalized on that date. But they even had people on stilts. It was great. It was fabulous, and they had the Bear Brass. Have you ever heard that band, the brass band? Oh, they were very good.
Cool. Well, there's always something going on, and we'll mention that next Saturday, like this Saturday, we had David. Speaking. Next Saturday is Milberger's annual Spooktacular Halloween. I want you to come on by. Lots of fun things to do. There's the pumpkin patch, the hay rides, the hay maze, the train rides that you hear coming by us. So check it out and learn all about them at milbergernursery.com. Milbergernursery.com. There's going to be face painting, popcorn, balloon art, and snow cones. And yep, so there'll be the price of the things is $3 donations to the American Cancer Society.
And then you also get an opportunity to vote for the winning the staff person with the winning costume.
Yeah,
so
there you go. Vote in the employee costume contest. So you can win and they win too.
Yeah,
you have a chance. You have a chance just by voting to win a $100 Milberger's gift card. So pretty nice. Let's take a break. Come back in a moment. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. Let's see if we can get the train to honk at us. Now they're just going, there's a giant goose up there. Okay, back in a moment on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
We're back with Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. Come out to visit or call us at 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. And now back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 930 AM The Answer.
Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Milton Glueck along with Mark Peterson and Dr. Calvin Finch just talking gardening with you. So you want to know what's going great, what surprised you, or what you need help with. You can come by in person or call us at 210-308-8867.
Well, if you want to see some pretty spectacular plants, it's hard to beat the cyclamen and the pansies that are in place right now. The cyclamen has got the patterned leaves, waxy, thick leaves, and then the blooms come out of the middle of the plant, and they are very spectacular color, intense colors, red, purple, pink, and white. The white and the red together really make a show. You've probably seen those in some of the businesses around town, but you can also plant them in your landscape. They grow in the shade. You don't want to plant them in the sun, but they do well in the shade. And I've had great luck with them in protecting them against the cold. They're not overly sensitive to the cold, but you want to probably, at least put a fabric over the top of them if it's going to be 28 degrees or less on the.
I think
when
if
we get a room.
Talk about the cyclamen.
Yeah.
I think if I remember correctly, if you don't do it, you lose the blooms. The plant sticks around, but it doesn't bloom again.
That's the gamble. The gamble is you'll lose the blooms. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I went a number of years without worrying about it and never lost them, but then I got more conservative and because you hate to sacrifice those blooms even because they'll last until April if you protect them, and so that's it. And it's relatively easy. You just most of us plant cyclamen in relatively thin beds, rows, and then you can just put it over the top and put some weight on top of it to hold it in, and that works really well.
Yes, I've seen them with snow on them, or photos with snow on them. But I think the key characteristic is if it's a cold, windy event as opposed to just a kind of a cold event. That's worse when the cold and windy one.
Now the primulas aren't here yet, but the primulas are another plant that we grow in the shade here in the wintertime, and they've got even more colors and just as intense coloring than the cyclamen. They've got a lot of blues and violets that are just hard to be. I always
electric, iridescent blues.
I always think of it as I think of the old days in the circus, the circus paint on the clowns. You know how shiny and intense, and dense that color is, and that's what the primulas look like. Some people call them primrose too, but they'll be here shortly. And if you want to, it's worth it to make a trip just to see these cyclamen for sure.
Yeah, they make a good picture too. When it takes pictures, I always encourage people to take pictures of the nursery.
Yeah, well, and then Milton, last week, maybe it was the week before, Milton managed to get some great pictures of the monarchs and queen butterflies.
And, do we have a report? We'll have to get a report from Mary about the monarch, the butterfly garden, and
which we've seen so far here today. The giant swallowtails we've seen the monarchs, we've seen the black swallowtails. And then, do you remember what is the one with the looks like a black swallowtail but has the blue glow-in-the-dark blue.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. You told us that. I thought that was the black swallowtail.
I forget.
I'll look it up.
That's
Brazilian? No.
Gosh,
Brazilian
that's
skipper
one
for
I
that
can
one.
I can never remember either. But they're very attractive, and they're floating around here too. And let's see, what do you think is their favorites? Of course, it's obvious the bees. They like the fall aster, but and of course the tropical milkweed attracts the monarchs and the queens.
There's pipevine swallowtail.
That's it. That's
There
it.
you go.
I just remembered. No, I use Google.
The lantanas are one of the favorites too that are blooming.
I have a weird question. So why are they called butterflies?
Butterflies. I don't know.
Okay. If you know, call us at 210. I'm not even going to
I'm sure it's
it.
in one of the books that we were supposed to read a couple years
I'm
ago.
Sure it was too. I don't know. They don't look like butter.
What is the status on our books, Milton?
Oh, I don't know. I can't.
I don't know.
Did you?
I've only made it through. We have like 5, and I've only made it through 2.
I've
I'm
read
still
them, but if we don't interview the author soon, I'll forget. I'm
dear.
old.
Okay, we'll work on it again. I haven't gotten back. They haven't gotten back with me. So.
Oh, look at the color here.
got one
Yeah,
for
that's
people.
good with the lantana.
And the
The
fall
old
aster.
deep orange, reddish orange, and the fall aster. Oh.
They keep changing the name on the labels for Patrick.
Oh.
So one was really, really red. Another one was salsa.
Oh, that's right.
Another one.
Which one was that? You think?
I don't know. I've given up. I just look
Oh,
at the
okay.
really, really red ones, and one had the label really, really red. I went, yeah, obviously.
210-308-8867. And you butterfly experts, if you went to
the pipevine.
if you went to the cool. If you went to the Pollinator Fest, call us and tell us why they're called butterflies.
Well, why don't? Is there any more? Have you got any more information about the fest? What else was there?
Well, just so happens I saw lots of friends there. One of them was a teacher. Would you like to guess which one that is? Lulu was there.
Lulu.
Yeah. She hadn't bought anything, and I tormented her about that. I said, that's good. You haven't bought anything yet. So there were a few plants for sale. But, yeah, she was there. So talking with the master gardeners who were also there. So everyone was there today. It was a very pleasurable experience. But maybe she knows. She's a teacher,
Yeah.
They know everything.
Lulu, call us up. Tell us.
Where was the event held?
So this event is called the Pecan Grove, and it is at the zoo, and there's a circle, and you veer left to go to this zoo, and you veer right to go to the Pecan Grove. This is at Breckenridge Park along the river. And this year extended not only in the Pecan Grove, but all the way along the river to the Kaler Pavilion.
Very cool. And it ends in a little while.
Yeah.
So 210-308-8867. Or come on by Millburgers and visit with us. You can hear the terror train tooting in the nursery, running around full of kids, and you can just...
Here it comes.
Yeah, I know. So we have to get him to honk. Let's see if he'll honk. Do you want to honk at him, Mark? Thank you. He doesn't look this way. They used to yell at us. There, he's honking.
Hey.
Hey, that person was at the pollinator.
Okay.
They had the headgear, the official headgear of the Pollinator Festival.
You didn't bring us headgear back?
No.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I brought my old Saws orange bag. I said, these are historic. These orange bag with Saws glove.
Ooh, nice.
I know.
All right, so let's see. Now, fall is for planting.
Yes.
But is fall for pruning too?
Yes.
Okay.
Well.
No, why is it for pruning?
Well, sometimes, like this person who called earlier about certain plants that have been infested by lace bugs, or they may have died or wilted. We had some xylosma earlier. So you can prune in the fall. It's not verboten. Like spring pruning.
Some of us will argue that, though, because if you leave those, even the dead branches in place, then you do better. You encourage the more insects and the bird population.
Well, especially for the lantana, I said if it bothers you for aesthetic reasons, you can prune it, but we would rather you didn't, because that is cover and seeds. Those lantanas, even though they were new gold lantanas, they do produce seeds, albeit sterile.
Okay. Oh, okay. Hey, Bud is on the line at 210-308-8867. Hey, Bud. Welcome to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. What's going on?
I wanted to respond about the question on butterflies.
Oh, sure. Okay. Go for it.
First of all, I'm going to thank you for letting me take advantage of your hospitality.
Okay. You're okay. You're doing fine, man. We love talking to you.
I have long held that butterfly is the wrong way to refer to those creatures.
Okay.
Of the Lepidoptera family.
Lepidoptera?
And if you could have named them, what would you have named them?
Flutterbys.
Oh, I like that.
What is it?
Flutterbys.
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 Yeah, flutterby. I like that. Yeah.
You look at them, and they do not fly.
No,
never.
They flutter.
They flutter.
Yeah.
It's
not like
Bud, though, it depends on the variety, because if you look in the butterfly books, and they describe the flying pattern, and some of them have a completely different pattern than others. So I don't know which ones qualify as flutter.
Like a bird flying and a butterfly.
So none of them are like butter, huh?
Well, I don't know about why.
Yeah,
that's why I like flutterbys.
Do you know how they got their name?
That's another thing. They don't look like butter.
No.
That's right.
What if we rechanged them in your honor and called them Budderfly?
That's good.
Oh.
Butterfly.
That'd be okay with you?
No, that wouldn't work either, because I can never get off my feet for more than the 3-second jump.
Well, cool, Bud. How's your plant coming that we identified?
We
didn't identify it?
We kind of.
I thought of you this morning. I was walking, and there was a little plant on the ground, kind of in the grass, a ground cover that had the little baby purple flowers on it. But I think we determined it wasn't that, right? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Well, the only way that might come close to it is if those flowers will stick on your pant leg as you walk through.
Okay, I'll test that tomorrow. Okay. Well, thank you, Bud.
Okay.
All
I just wanted to.
You go get some nectar and call us back tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll talk more about the flutterflies.
All right. 210. Bye-bye. 210-308-8867. All right. Still looking for why they call them butterflies. Yep, they don't look like butter. I don't know if they taste like butter. I don't know what the deal is, but all right.
I wonder what the German.
Oh, well, there you go. That's what my mind was.
You think it was actually
or Latin? Maybe it's a Latin corruption of Latin. I don't know.
All right, we want to know.
Somebody will know. Yeah.
Lulu, call us.
Uh-oh.
Teach us something, Lulu.
And it's the reason I asked Lulu.
Yeah.
Lulu's a teacher. She knows everything.
She knows how to tell us without making us look foolish.
Well, and
I thought you were going to say talk to us kids or
she
children.
gave us a wonderful report on the. We were wondering about the wasp impact on the monarchs, and her and her students had
experience.
Yeah, they
life.
witnessed the hatching of caterpillars, and then unfortunately, they also witnessed the harvest of the caterpillars by the wasps, and so they they verified the fact that the wasps do take out a lot of the caterpillars. And then the other thing we asked her about was how her students reacted. What are they? Third graders? A lot of them, third to fifth.
Yeah, I think so.
There's a variety in there.
Yeah, and she said there was an initial reaction and kind of upset because everybody had developed an affection for the caterpillars and the importance of the plant breeding and the migration. But then she was positive about the fact that her students realized that that's part of nature, and that's part of the butterfly situation. So, anyhow, it's can be challenging and it can require adjustment of your attitude, but it's a important part of the nature out there and participation, supporting especially the monarch development.
210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. Let's take an early break because we've got some topics to talk about. In the meantime, call us. We're looking for why they're called butterflies. 210-308-8867. More of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 on Boulevardy Road. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Do you want to answer her question on the air?
Yeah, let's do it on the air.
Here, come on, grab the microphone and you'll be on the air. You'll do great. Yep, right there. Thank you for coming on.
Grab it.
You,
So here's
Yep.
what we got. We have an area in front lawn adjacent to the street. It's very shady. The grass is obviously doing poorly because it's so shady. So we're thinking about taking some of that grass away, making a bed, using some granite. I know people out there. We're going to use some granite, and then some low maintenance plants. Now we just got to the type of plants, and so I was going, well, we can do mist flower or salmon colored tagetes.
This is in the shade now?
Shrimp plant, yes. It's a high degree of shade.
Now, do you want it lower? Shrimp plant's pretty tall.
Fairly low.
Low.
Fairly low.
You know, Asiatic jasmine is one that's easy to manage, and
and I saw
Dwarf Ruellia.
Dwarf Ruellia has flowers. I like a plant. It's commonly called leadwort, but the industry calls it dwarf plumbago. That sounds better.
That would grow?
Yeah.
The blue
So
one?
that's going to be a blue color, and
Right.
it's about that tall.
Okay. I thought they needed sun. I guess not.
No, this is the
Dwarf one.
The dwarf plumbago. So,
even the regular plumbago does pretty well without sun.
Right. So that might be. You may want to do both of those.
Okay.
But you know, some of the that's more of a ground coverish type thing, and the plumbago is kind of a shrub looking thing like that. You said something about yuccas. There's not too many yuccas that grow in the shade. The only one is a twisted leaf and a soft leaf. So if you wanted yucca, yeah, you could do that. But then again, I always go yucca. We're in San Antonio, not Arizona.
Monkey
so,
grass and those
I like
all those
liriope
grasses.
too.
Liriope.
Well, we're going to put that in front of that part of another area of the house.
That'll be good.
So that's why I was thinking of doing it over there.
They're real pretty.
Yeah, that'd be really good. If you're going to do the liriope, then you could do liriope and a monkey grass, which is a lower version of it. Or just monkey grass in that one area in the front. And if you're going to do it in another part of the house, then you could see from the street it would be kind of a matching of styles and texture.
Okay.
The landscape architects always talk about texture. and that's what you're doing. So you're getting 2 spikes. When I was at Saws, we had one of our coworkers that created the term spikes and mounds for South Texas, and there you go. You can have some spiky plants and some moundy plants, and then it works together.
Let's ask Mary, what ground covers are out front now?
Or out in the back in the ground cover area.
Are any of the shade tolerant, like Asiatic jasmine or?
Asiatic jasmine. We have some of the what do you call it? The ajuga.
Okay, that's the one that I always like.
Yeah, that's
What's it called?
It's called a juga.
Okay.
Now, unless you have deer.
No. As a matter of fact, I think we have the Asiatic jasmine right there. I was going to put some ground cover over here.
I love a juga. Now, juga is also called, what's it called? The bugle? Something?
Bugleweed.
Bugleweed.
Yeah.
And it's this tall. Well, it can get to that tall with a flower, but it's like this. So it's like a little pie. And it will spread about the same distance.
We also have the vinca vine.
Where is the? How about the Dorferellia? Where is that now?
Yeah, that's right over there.
Oh, there it is. Look at that blue flowered one after the second group over there.
Or the lady with the blue.
Yeah, right. But she's standing right by it.
Oh, I see.
That's a wonderful ground cover too.
So in other words, there are lots of choices. So if you're just going to go with a low maintenance shrub, that's fine. I would recommend one of the Asian hollies or dwarf nandina. I mean, not dwarf nandina, dwarf yopon. That looks like the jelly bean. I'm not jelly bean. Gumdrop. Little gumdrop.
Alrighty.
But there are lots of flowering ones too.
And then behind it is the.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
Thank you. And if you have any more questions, come on by again.
Yeah.
We're having lots of fun here.
Yeah. All right, 210-308-8867. James is on the line, 210-308-8867. Hey, James, welcome to Millburgers Gardening, South Texas. How you doing today?
It's fine. It's still dry and still warm.
Yeah. I wish you were calling
it's
in with
bone
something
dry.
that was besides that, yeah.
No, well, I got a couple of questions. Since I apparently bought the wrong fertilizer for my intention, so I'm stuck with this winterizer, 18612, I think it is, the lawn starter. Let's take the bag.
Yeah.
So I got to figure out something how to use this stuff other than what I was going to use it for. So
whoa, back up there. What did you want to use it for?
Well, I was going to fertilize my trees and shrubs, which I have done sparingly, but I still have some left. So my question is, my tomato plant that's in the ground that's doing really well, it just doesn't have any ripe fruit on it yet, and this is the dwarf cherry surprise. Can I use some of that that fertilizer if I use it lightly on that tomato plant in the ground?
Yeah, that's a real good strategy to do because you get a big blast of the nitrogen, and if you do it on a regular basis, then the tomato plant gets all the nitrogen it can use, and it's an efficient way to do it. It does take a little more effort, but.
So I was going to say, vegetables and lawns are great. Winterizers are fabulous for that. Now, you could also use it for your trees. The one thing about it is, and Calvin kind of hinted at it in his article, is that the debate on whether to fall fertilize or spring fertilize or fertilize after May continues with the researchers and the professors and everything, and they love to debate that. And then the only reason for using the winterizer is, not the winterizer, the 1959 is you got some nitrogen now and some nitrogen later, and so you kind of you're placing your bet on both ends. So you can use the winterizer, not a problem, on your trees and shrubs.
But you got the key to it.
But yeah, the vegetables are the best.
Yeah, using a small amount, it stores pretty well if you can just keep the sack shut. But if you use small amounts frequently, that's a real efficient way to use it.
Okay, so my question now, next question, since y'all recommend using it on the tomato plant in the ground, I want to do it today because it means a good drink of water, especially with this heat. So I'll probably do it this evening. How much would I put on this tomato plant? Half a cup, would you say, or a cup? I don't want to burn it.
I think, how big is the plant?
I'm standing looking at it from a distance. It's about 3 feet tall at best, but it's bushy. It's wide, as wide as it is tall.
I don't think you'd have a problem with either, but I'd be inclined to do half a cup. But I think if you spread it out over that around the root area, not directly against the trunk, but you could use a cup.
Right.
But it might be a better experiment to do half a cup and do it once every 3 or 4 weeks.
3 or 4 weeks. Okay. I have a wildlife question, if I could. I'm kind of concerned. This time last year and over the winter, I was battling skunks. Now, all this summer and up until last night still, I've got an infestation, sort of, of foxes. And I know it's dry, and they're coming up because I'm watching them, and they're coming up really close to the patio. One last night was just right off the patio. Put a flashlight on him. But he's approaching my bird bath, so he's coming to drink. And I see him under my bird feeder looking for spilled seed and whatnot. But I know in the news there's a lot tested for rabies positive, so I'm kind of concerned on that end. Should I be concerned? I mean, I don't want to kill it just for the sake of killing it, but what do y'all think? What are your thoughts on that, I guess, in general?
Well, my neighborhood has the same situation, and the percentage, you're right, occasionally there will be a fox that has rabies. Probably not as many fox as skunks, but I think you're pretty safe, and they'll give themselves away if they've got a problem with rabies in terms of their behavior, and then you take action. But if they're just seeking water, seeking food, I think I would just put up with them. Now they can get pretty bold, of course. You get
that's what I'm noticing.
My little dogs don't much care for them, but
okay. Because he will, he won't, it's like he's not afraid of me, yet he will run off if I, shoo him away. So it's not like he's trying to attack.
I thought you were trying to take him inside and have a little TV dinner with him or something like that.
No, I just watch Fox TV.
That's really not uncommon. They have a
nice,
tendency. Yeah, they have a tendency to get used to the gardener they're dealing with, and seem to get offended if they don't fill the bird baths up. But I think you're in good shape, and I think you're just by observing them.
And I have a wooded area in the back of my property, and I know he's living in there because he comes out from there each evening. That's where I first spotted him yesterday. And my neighbors, they raise all kinds of birds, and I'm sure he's probably feasting over there as well. So I'll just leave him be. I was just kind of concerned about the rabies situation. But I'll just leave him be and just keep a distance from him. But I did want to tell Milton my Vitex is blooming again.
Again? Oh, man.
What happened?
His Vitex is blooming again. He cut the old buds off.
Right.
Way to go. Wow.
I don't know that I didn't deadhead it again a third time.
Oh.
But I watered it deeply, and it responded by putting on blooms. So it's nice.
Very cool. Where do you water? Do you water near the base, or are you watering near the drip line?
Around it. Yeah, around it. It's not very big, but just around it on the root ball and just perimeter. Give it a good thorough soaking, and it likes it. So,
you were like the king of Vitex.
Water.
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay.
Can I go back to your fox? How does that fox react to cats? Is it? Do you have cats? Feral cats?
I don't have it. I don't have any. Well, I have one cat that passes through maybe once or twice a week, but I never see them together.
Yeah. So they kind of ignore each other, huh?
Well, they're not around. I never see them around at the same time. Yeah. But the fox has gotten pretty bold. But again, my bird feeder and bird bath are close to the patio, so I think that's what he's coming to.
Yeah.
Pretty certain. Okay.
They're
all right. Hey, I appreciate it.
Thank you, James.
Fascinating to watch.
Thanks.
Sure.
Very interesting stuff, that, especially the Vitex. Wow. I wonder if anybody else is having that experience with the Vitex coming back. Is that uncommon or?
No, but usually it's followed by the reblooming is followed by the pruning of the dead head.
Yeah, because he did that a couple times and had success with it. Ours looks like it's getting ready to go. You know what? I'm pooped. I'm pooped for the season.
It's weather that's unusual weather.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this unusual weather has been usual for the last couple of years.
Yeah. All right, 210-308-8867. If you've got a gardening question or comment, 210-308-8867, the number to call. Let's see. I was going to ask you, too, one of the things that comes to mind is, since we bring out the point, and James brought out the point, too, that this is an unusual October, in that a little warmer than we remember October being and a little drier than we remember October. What are some of the things that people may notice, or like with lawns, for instance? Ours is still growing. I don't think it's gone dormant yet. So, like, would you notice anything different with your lawn, for instance?
Well, it won't go dormant till the cold weather comes.
Okay, so...
Well, I guess it could go dormant from the dry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
But if it's a combination of effect, shorter day length, colder, soon-to-be colder weather, hopefully, drier weather now. So, yeah, all these things play together with the dormancy of grass, but also trees and shrubs and other things.
Now the trees, like the pecans in my neighborhood are dropping their leaves.
Mm-hmm. Which is normal.
Yeah.
Well,
no!
I was
too early for
pecans? I kind of speculated that it was a bit early, but it's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It is. In the tree business, we're hoping for a little bit more time because we like to see what we're cutting on that stuff.
Oh, okay.
But it has been a little early, but it's rapidly changing, i.e. in front of us with the rainfall of cedar elm leaves that occur.
Yes.
So it's rapidly changing.
And we've seen the cedar elm leaves; they're dropping here, right in front of us.
Yeah.
When it was a couple of weeks ago when the wind was.
Yeah, you just need a big gust and they come tumbling down. You mentioned the bur oaks. Are you seeing? I am seeing lots of leaves in the yards that have the bur oaks. Yeah.
Yeah, the bur oaks always strike me as they make a decision about. Well, let's see. I don't think we're going to have much rain, so we're going to go ahead and drop. Yeah. We're not going to fight with it. We're just dropping our leaves.
When would they normally drop?
They are early.
Okay, they are.
But because they're a big leaf, and so if we go through a dry period, they make the decision early, and they'll drop. But middle, I would say about this time is the time that they'll be doing it.
So
maybe another week, another couple of weeks in normal weather.
Does that mean they'll leaf out earlier?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's dependent upon weather?
It's dependent on day length.
Oh, okay.
If you're living in South Texas in your tree, what would you rather depend on, weather or day length?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely day length. And we're soon to get daylight savings time ending, so that'll make a difference. Just kidding. All right. Well, let's take a
folks out there. You should have seen my face looking at me.
Yeah, I was going, what? What is wrong with you? All right, let's take a quick break. While we do, give us a call, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. More of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Don't forget, next Saturday here at Milberger's, Saturday and Sunday, 11 to 3. It's the 2025 Spooktacular Halloween Celebration. Whole lot of fun for kids and kids at heart, and we encourage you to come on out and have a lot of fun. Face painting, popcorn, balloon art, snow cones, and
is there any chili?
No chili.
Oh.
Not that I see.
Hey, am I eligible?
What's that?
Am I eligible for the contest?
I don't know. You'll have to ask Peter.
Okay.
Probably not, though.
Now, in the old days, you weren't. But
no. Are you going to get Halloweened up?
I don't know. Maybe.
More information on the event is at milbergernursery.com. That's milbergernursery.com. All righty. So let's see what else we can talk about, too. We're still waiting on reasons why butterflies are called butterflies. So if you know the answer to that, or call Lulu and tell her to call us. Or maybe she's doing research.
No.
What?
Why are we... I just have a question why we're asking questions like that instead of with so many important questions about the butterfly populations.
Okay, because I want to know why they're called that. It just seemed interesting.
Yeah.
The better I know them, the more I care about them.
But
so, you tell us one of those important issues.
Well, but, and a lot of our... I guess everybody has a different opinion what are important issues or not. But lots of... Right now, still lots of opportunity for the vegetable garden. And of course, it's exciting. We've talked a lot today about the flowers that are here, the winter annuals. There's... In addition, we haven't mentioned much the snapdragons, but they're on sale, and gosh, they're beautiful colors.
So they're the 4 for $5, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
Gosh,
so that's just the right amount of money. I mean, the right amount for that amount of money, and so you got a nice place where a little bed where you can stick some of these annual colors. That would be appropriate, just for $5. $5. Less than a Big Mac. You can have pollinating flowers. How about that for a sale?
There you go.
Sale.
And are the dianthus still on sale?
Yes.
Yeah, they're another one that's attracting the pollinators.
But you also I don't know how much attracted to pollinators, but you did say violas are here, right?
Yeah. For sure, a lot of different colored violas.
Johnny Jump Ups, is that the same thing?
Johnny Jump Up are one of the violas, and I like that largely because the colors are maize and blue.
Well, they do a good job. If you use moss roses for small containers, or a lot of times people use them for long, thin containers. Mm-hmm. The violas will take over for the winter.
Yeah, that's why I really like them. It's just great for a pot, a container.
And our teacher calls us at 210-308-8867. Lulu's on the line. Hi, Lulu. Welcome to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. You have an answer for me?
Well, okay. This is what I remember. My grandmother, who got me into butterfly gardening when I was little, I asked the same question, and she said it was after a pale yellow butterfly that lived in England. And it actually, I think it's a very old English word, which basically was butterfly. And so a few minutes ago,
flying butter.
I called my mother, and she said, "Oh, yes, that's the brimstone butterfly." And I was like,
very cool.
Gosh. So anyway, I'm assuming it looks yellow. That's just what I've been told. But the one thing I do remember about a brimstone butterfly, it has a really long lifespan. And my grandmother, I guess, told my mom, and she said, "Oh yeah, it can live up to a year because it has some type of fluid that keeps them in a dormant state."
Interesting.
So my mother was giving me all of this info, and I was like, "Okay, well, I had no time to look it up to see if any of this is true."
No, you went right to the source. She's just like Google, but different.
Yeah.
Google.
And
Thank you,
It
Lulu.
was so much fun seeing Mark this morning. That was so fun. When I heard your voice, I was like, "Wait a minute."
That's familiar, yeah. Pretty distinctive.
Yeah, but that was fun. Yeah, that was
cool.
It was really a cool thing. They had a beautiful, beautiful Monarch Festival.
Yay.
It was really impressive.
Yeah, it was really big, wasn't it?
It was huge.
In case, in relative to the previous years, it was like huge.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It was big.
Definitely. It was good. So anyway, that's your lesson of the week.
Thank you, Lulu. Okay.
Thanks, Lulu.
There will be a test after this.
Okay,
Thanks, Lulu.
take care.
Yay, Lulu comes to the rescue. All right, 210-308, or her mother did, 210-308-8867. Sir, will you come on the air with us? All right, grab the microphone. You'll be on the air then. And tell us what's going on there. What you got?
Grab the microphone and tell us
I have a growth on a red oak tree at the base where the bark is split, and I was hoping for some advice on what to do.
How big is
take a look at growth on a red oak.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dear.
That's like the doctor or the surgeon. Oh,
actually,
my.
it's death on the dead area on the. But Mark will be able to identify it. It's a typical damage on a red oak.
Let me take the
there you go.
glasses off so I can look carefully. Oh, my.
No.
No, it's actually nothing to worry about.
That's good.
So you had some damage here previously. Is this on the west or southwest side of the tree, if you can think? Yeah, this is very, very common. Very common. Maybe like 98% to 99% of all red oaks in San Antonio have some damage on the west or southwest side of the tree. Very thin bark, very hot sun, not a good combination. So it's already starting to heal over. What you see here, this little what we call popcorn mushroom or popcorn fungi, is just a decay fungi inside the tree. So it's decaying. The wood is decaying, and over time it would become hollow, but it may take a long time. But you have good growth on the backside.
But the ones
Otherwise, the tree looks extremely healthy.
Does it?
Right.
How is the growth rate?
Yeah, it's saying it looks good.
It's growing about 18 inches a year.
Okay, because if it quite often will affect the growth rate, that situation will slow down the growth rate. But 18 inches is pretty good.
There's no apparent reduction in.
So what it is so the tree's diverting resources, food, from the leaves to defense mechanisms. However, it sounds like yours is going, okay, I defended that well, on to new growth. So that's what the tree has decided, so that's good. 18 inches is good. I always tell everybody we want at least 12 to 15 inches a year, even on live oaks.
So he's doing better.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Cool. Thanks for coming by. That's nice to know.
That's good, but it's a very common question, and those it looks like a little popcorn, the fruiting bodies on the tree, but it's a decay fungus. It's just old dead wood. It's feeding on dead wood.
Yeah, thanks for coming by.
I got a email from a listener too on in response to my article, and he mentioned, of course, Texas red oaks are one of my favorite varieties. He and his neighbor have red oaks, and they're about 100 years old, and he likes he's got live oaks. So he likes the live oaks much better than the red oaks, and the main reason seems to be that he has problem with branches falling. Now, I've really not had that issue on red oaks, but this has been a tough year on red oaks from freeze damage.
Right.
So
combination, and many of the red oaks, I can determine they're Schumacher red oaks, which is a species further east. So in the East Texas, about Schulenburg, on the way to Houston. But East Texas, which means it doesn't do well in our droughts or freezes or combinations thereof.
And Texas red oak, even a Texas red oak, doesn't live as long as a live oak. A live oak is unbelievable in the amount of time that it'll live. So, but they can, when they're young, a red oak will quite often outgrow a live oak in terms of
tortoise and hare.
Yeah. So, but they're
Milton,
both
you know
good.
That story, right?
Good,
Yes.
good,
Okay.
both good species to use, and of course, the better soil you have, and the better access to moisture, the better your trees will grow. I think we're seeing too a lot, Mark, of maturity of trees in neighborhoods, and where in nature if they were growing that close together, not all of them would survive. Where in a neighborhood they may survive, but then we get into a drought like this situation, and then it's a real challenge for them all to survive. So this is if this drought continues, that's gonna. I think we can expect more tree damage and challenges to our landscape trees.
Yeah, so the ecologists often use a phrase, both range and forest ecologists will often use a phrase, a dynamic equilibrium, where there's a stage where it's pretty much a steady state. However, it's dynamic, and that refers to drought, fire, pest, mankind. So it's trying to the plant communities are trying to reach a stasis, dynamic equilibrium, but all these things keep getting in the way. All these droughts and fires and pests and man. So it's trying, but that's what if you're looking in the hill country, you'll find. If you look on the north or east side of a hill, you might find red oak, walnut, cherry, and on the other side of the hill, you may find persimmon, live oak, and juniper. So
okay.
Two different communities.
Well, one of our books that Milton got us, what is that? Living. Do you remember at the title?
Light eaters.
The light eaters. I think it was the light eaters.
Yeah, light eaters. That is one of those. That survival of plants and their intelligence of plants is an interesting topic, and it relates to what Mark talked about. You know, on one side of the hill, a different group of plants might be successful than on the other side of the hill, and they're just some of them. The author contends that they're making conscious decisions, the plants are.
Yeah, so that they're actually, some plants are taking some food from some other plants and vice versa. They're providing food.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting concept. It's about 25 years old, but maybe a little bit longer.
Okay, cool. All right, 210, well, we won't give the phone number out because we've run out of time. But we'll be back here tomorrow. We'll tell you more about all the things that are happening here at the nursery, and that you can get Crawford reseeding lettuce here at Millburgers, the Seeds. Back tomorrow on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.